Hello there. Oh, thank you for joining me, Tiger Lilith Tarot. I'm going to be taking a look at the first quarter moon for Taurus placements. Hello, Taurus. This will resonate if you have Taurus in your birth chart, heavy Taurus placements. Hello, all the non-Tauruses who might have Tauruses in their life watching. We are going to look at what energy you are desiring for the next week and what's going to an obstacle what's preventing you from that energy and how you can overcome that block. So let's see here. All right, Taurus, your desire is judgment, but what's stopping you from it is the 9 of Swords. You want an awakening, but your own feelings of lack are preventing that from happening. The 9 of Swords is it's mental anxiety. It's if you look at this card here, it's someone just clawing the walls. It looks to me like he's like whatever paint, wallpaper we can envision. Whatever was covering this surface before, he's just kind of ripped off this person with his bare fingernails. So it's just that feeling so confined, feeling trapped, being trapped inside of your mind, but really not feeling trapped inside of your mind, just feeling the anxiety and the sleepless nights. Okay, interesting. An energy that's going to hold you back is patience and is temperance here. This is what's going to hold you back from achieving the judgment is, we'll see more when we clarify, could be patiently waiting for it. Maybe this is something you need to take action on. Let's see, why is temperance here? Okay. What's going to hold you back from judgment, from achieving this goal of this awakening, right? You want an awakening, a spiritual awakening. You want to almost get this feeling like you want to open your eyes and see something brand new. You want to see something you've never seen before. You want to learn something new. Oh, I see. Okay. And what's going to hold you back from that is looking for it. This Temperance card, she is trying to find the one piece of the puzzle here that's going to complete her. But this is an energy that's going to hold you back. I think the energy that's going to hold you back is feeling incomplete. That lack energy is holding you back, and that feeling of incompleteness is here because there's something about your family. This feels generational. It's the 10 of Pentacles came up. Something about your generational family has made you feel like you're missing a piece of a puzzle, but you're not. And so trying to find the puzzle, the piece that's going to fit and make you whole, is holding you back because you're already whole. You don't need to find the piece of the puzzle, Taurus. There is no lack. Okay. Yeah, what's going to help in this situation is the Fool. Having blind faith. Having trust. It feels like there's deception on a grand level here. You feel deceived on a grand scale. And so it's almost like you need to go back to the Fool energy. You need to go back to the drawing board and just close your eyes. Stand at the edge of the cliff, close your eyes, and leap. Please, I am not saying to do that literally, the meaning of the Fool is trusting that the next step is going to appear. That's what I mean by the blind faith. I don't think this card would come up under what will help you obtain this spiritual awakening if you hadn't been hurt before in the past. It feels like your faith, the faith in yourself, has been taken away from you because of something generational, and it has to do with you feeling like you're not, like there's something lacking in you. And that's where this Nine of Swords energy comes in, of just, climbing the walls. Because ultimately you want, your desire for judgment comes from the Sun. This is the card that is leading your desire. You want to feel empowered. You want to feel the opposite. Not necessarily the opposite of lack, but you want to feel empowered, optimistic, hopeful, bright, innocent. The Sun is a very, can be a very innocent energy. It's usually depicted the child on the card. So it's that, that innocence of a child, the optimism of a child. Not so much the innocence, but the optimism of. Your Magic and Wisdom card is the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you want something to be, you want to feel a passionate new beginning. Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The mental, okay, you're not being honest with yourself about something, Taurus. The Eight of Swords is keeping yourself in a mental prison because you're refusing to see something for what it is. It's playing into an illusion to the point that you have trapped yourself in your mind and you can't see it any other way. And that's why the Nine of Swords comes up, because this mental trap that the Eight of Swords is, you see there are 4 swords here, 4 swords there. She can get out of this, and she can't see either. Do you notice her eyes are obscured as well? She can get out of this situation. She has wings. She can quite literally lift herself up, but she's not. This is a choice to remain stuck, and it's about, the card itself is about honesty, and when we are honest with ourselves, that mental prison can naturally start to disappear. Let's clarify, Taurus. All right, something's got, I really do think it has to do with family, this generational feeling. It's like you're trying to break. If it's not generational, it's something in your environment that's making you feel stuck. It's making you feel like you've grown into where you are. Like you're part of your environment. You're not independent from it. Okay, let's clarify judgment. Taurus's desires, judgment, spiritual awakening, seeing things new, ascending, elevating, going to the next level. Strength clarifies judgment on your desires. Your desire is a spiritual awakening that feels balanced and integrated, that doesn't feel too extreme on one side or the other. Your desire is an awakening that tames the raw energy inside of you. There is something that's really got you kind of fired up, Taurus. I think you're having a hard time containing your feelings. Not so much your feelings, your passion. You're having a hard time containing your will. And the desire here is to awaken and integrate it so that when you speak from this awakened place, you're speaking from a place of love and compassion, showing that you have integrated your passion so that that wild, raw, passionate fire energy, so that when you express it, it's love. And it's not, you're not plowing people over. The Nine of Swords. You're trying to tame your own passion about awakenings. Nine of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Cups for your obstacle. You're so trapped in this, in the mental, the Nine of Swords for me is the mental hamster wheel. Because the Eight of Swords, especially with the Eight of Swords right here, right? Once we're in that mental prison, once we've decided, okay, mental prison, here I am, and then that's the only area you have to go is here. You can only run in this circle over and over again. The Nine of Swords paired with the Ace of Cups, it's like you're not able, the obstacle is seeing a new love offer, seeing new emotions, seeing vulnerability, seeing emotions at all being offered to you inside of yourself. It's like your anxiety is cutting you off from your feeling, from your emotions, from your vulnerability, from your okay. What's going to hold you back is thinking that you are not complete because of heartbreak in the past. The Three of Swords clarifies temperance. Your grief, your own lack, your own inability to forgive, and the inability to grieve, to accept, to forgive is what is going to hold you back from your spiritual awakening and from integrating your passionate energy. Okay. Again, there's something this is generational or environmental. It's where this comes from, this thinking that you are lacking somewhere. Two of Cups. This is definitely a past relationship, Taurus. It might not necessarily have been a intimate relationship, someone you shared a bed with, but this does have to do with unity, with something you were formerly united with, and you felt like a united front with it, with a person or a situation. I think it was one other person, because the Two of Cups clarifies the Ten of Pentacles. This heartbreak and feeling like you aren't complete is because something that once brought you lots of stability, something that you thought was going to lead to stability, even more stability, a union, a bond, a sharing of emotions. It broke your heart. It didn't happen. The Three of Swords. That's why the Three of Swords is there. And that's why you're having a hard time with the Ace of Cups. That's why love, emotions is an obstacle for you right now. Tapping into your emotions, it's like it's too painful. And that's why the Fool is here. That's why the Fool is going to help, because it's that blind faith. The Fool is not acting foolish. The Fool is having blind faith and trusting in faith and its own knowledge and intuition. You see here in this card, the Fool is literally depicted in the full moon, symbolizing not only the illumination that the full moon is providing, but that the Fool is trusting the moon itself. And just this little lantern that he has guiding him. The Fool is clarified, so this is what will help you. The Fool with the Seven of Wands. So there is an energy of perseverance. I do feel like what it's saying, though, is what's going to help you is it is going to be courageous for you to play the Fool. I don't think you like being seen as foolish, Taurus. Most people don't, and I understand that. But this is not foolish. This is faith. This is trusting in yourself. And there isn't anything foolish about that. So the Seven of Wands is saying that I think Seven of Wands is about perseverance, courage, standing your ground. I interpret this as it's going to be very challenging and hard for you to just kind of go forward with blind faith. I don't think this is going to be an easy feat. But it's going to be so beneficial. Let's see, because ultimately you want happiness, Taurus, the sun. Your desires come from just wanting goodness and just wanting like a bright light. You know, the sun is clarified by the Queen of Wands. All right, Taurus. You have a lot of fire energy out here in general. We have Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. But we've got 4 Leo cards out here now. So there might be a lot of Leo energy in your chart. You might be dealing with Leo energy around you. It's just very prominent on here. Queen of Wands clarifies the sun. Your desires, you want to love with your entire heart. The Queen of Wands is the most open-hearted of the court cards. She loves with all of her heart, and she is able to do that because she has the trust and faith in herself and in the people around her, backing that up. The Queen of Wands is not showing you all this trust and faith that she has. She has both of her hands across her heart. But she is the only fire court card that's not protected by the fire behind her. So there are boundaries to the Queen of Wands. She just is not showing them. What she is showing is that faith, that trust, and that love, that big heart. So that's what's driving you to want this awakening. I feel like you want to feel alive again, Taurus. Something made you feel not alive. Loss of something generational or something you thought was going to be generational. Something you were very close to. It was unifying. It made you feel, when you and this other person or this other energy came together, it made you feel whole. And you're heartbroken and feeling like you need to find the peace that's going to make you feel whole again. Ace of Wands clarified by the Six of Wands and the Devil. Another Leo card. It's so funny. Leo all over here. Six of Wands and the Devil with the Ace of Wands. You're having a hard time finding the balance between healthy victory, healthy pride, and excess. The Six of Wands is feeling triumphant, victorious. On the extreme, it is too much pride, too much ego. It's touting your accomplishments too frequently so that it stops meaning as much, you know? The Devil is feeling bound to something it can be other things. I'm feeling with both the Wand cards coming out here, it's like you feel your own drive, your own gut instincts are keeping you bound. I think you're having a hard time looking at things from another angle. Eight of Swords, you're trapped in your mind. Wow, the sun at the bottom of the deck. More Leo. That's what I mean, Taurus, you really want something bright and beautiful. This energy is so conflicting. Because you want something bright and beautiful, but you're remaining in a place of not being honest with yourself. So you can't get to the sun. You're holding yourself there. The answer is realizing that you don't need anyone else to complete you. You are whole. Even if you're heartbroken, you're still a whole person, Taurus. There is nothing missing or lacking from you. And finding your balance between what is a victory, what is success. It's going to be weird. What is success? What is creation? And what is too much? All right, Taurus, this is what I have for you. If it resonated, please like and subscribe. Please let me know in the comments. I would be thrilled to hear from you all. Otherwise, take care. Have a great week. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.